Hello and welcome to Talk Time. My guest today is Dr. Nimai Singh, professor at Manipur University and a spokesman of the Manipur University Teachers Association. Dr. Nimai Singh, welcome to my show.
Thank you.
Dr. Nimai Singh, now the Manipur University is in the grip of an agitation for more than 3 months now. The entire state, the student community and the entire state has been absolutely affected. It's the only university in the state. We are not concerned whether it is a central university or a state university. The important point is that that is the only university in Manipur. Around 100 colleges are affiliated to it. Around 12,000 students are, getting education under the Manipur University. So it is an unprecedented kind of a situation.
Yes, exactly. Not only that, in this movement, all the stakeholders, teachers, the student community, non-teaching staff, they have all joined together. There is nothing left in the university. So in one way, it is a unique kind of things in the history of the university. So on moral ground, the Vice Chancellor, Professor A.P. Pandey, tender his resignations.
So you are saying that Professor Pandey should have actually tendered his resignation because he does not enjoy the confidence of the entire university community. That's what you are saying?
Exactly. Whether irrespective of the inquiry. No doubt there is the inquiry committee going on from yesterday. So today the second day, it is a 2-member committee, one chaired by T. Nandakumar, retired acting Chief Justice of the Meghalaya High Court, and Professor M.K. Chowdhury,
former VC of Tezpur University.
They have started the work from yesterday.
Yeah. Now you see, we have reached a situation. I'm not going to go too much into the background because our channel has covered it in great details on a day-to-day basis. You know that, Professor Nimai Singh. Now the question is, we know that it is a central university. We also know that the Ministry of Human Resources Development is one of the key stakeholders in the whole thing. It is working under the MHRD. But at the end of the day, Dr. Nimai Singh, the state government also has a big role. Don't you think that Dr. Pandey has completely ignored the state government? There was an agreement held at the chamber of the Chief Minister saying that he will be going on leave until the inquiry is completed. So he has suddenly surfaced, rejoined duty on the 1st of September and created the whole lot of confusion. And the MHRD has allowed this confusion to go on by not coming up with a clear-cut statement.
So that is exactly. On 16th August, we have made this memorandum of agreement. I myself was one of the person from the Manipur University side. So Chief Minister was very happy. So the two important points, 2-member fact-finding committee, and another is that the leave of the Professor A.P. Pandey till the inquiry is completed and the action is taken on the basis of the report up to that time. But what happened, this memorandum understanding is violated by this Professor A.P. Pandey. Now he filed a case to the High Court of Manipur that I don't believe this memorandum of agreement, I don't agree, and I don't trust on the chairperson of this person also.
Inquiry committee.
Inquiry committee.
He has questioned the independence of the inquiry committee.
Yes.
Now, in this whole situation, the chief, since the agreement, since the MOA was signed on August 16 in the presence of the Chief Minister of Manipur, Mr. Biren Singh, don't you think he has a moral obligation to see that the MOA is implemented?
That is what we demand. He along with his cabinet minister, 2 days back, met the Honorable Governor of Manipur, who is a chief rector of Manipur University, and probably they have informed the MHRD also to take some immediate action also. And the Vice Chancellor in charge of Manipur University now, Professor W. Biswanath Singh, also has written a letter that this Professor Pandey has violated the memorandum of understanding. But this MHRD office, they are keeping silent. The office of the president, visitors office, they are keeping silent. We wonder. From Chief Minister's side, he is doing something, but not up to that extent.
Not up to the expectation. Now you see, we have, as I have said in my opening, when I began this interview, I said that MHRD is allowing this situation to drift by not coming up with a very clear-cut statement. Professor Pandey may be taking recourse to technicalities because he is saying that he has not received any communication from the MHRD. And Professor Pandey's argument is that according to the Manipur University Act, the Vice Chancellor can be on leave for only 1 month. And he has taken 1 month leave, therefore he has rejoined. And when he rejoined on 1st of September, that probe had not yet begun. Probe started only on the 6th of September. So these are the technical grounds on the basis of which Professor Pandey is building up his argument. But let's keep that aside. But it is the silence and ambiguity that the MHRD has allowed to continue is the root cause of the problem. Do you agree on that?
Yes, I agree. But there is one point I want to mention also. We have a chancellor, Dilip Nasani, Professor Dilip Nasani from Maharashtra.
Dilip Madhukar Nasani. Yes.
He is the chancellor of Manipur University.
Right.
In fact, Professor Pandey didn't recognize him during his term of 1.5 years. He kept silent about chancellor. He claimed that there is no chancellor. But after he took the leave, we discovered that Dilip Nasani is still the chancellor of Manipur University.
But it is shocking, Professor Nimai Singh, that the Vice Chancellor is not recognizing the Chancellor. Now, what is the status of the Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor Dilip Madhukar Nachane? According to Professor Pandey, Professor Nachane's tenure has ended in 2016. What is the reality?
I want to explain that. According to the Act of Manipur University 2005, when the Chancellor's term, 5 years term is finished, until and unless a new Chancellor is selected, he will continue. So on December 2016, just before joining by Professor Pandey in Manipur University, Dilip Nasane's term was over.
Yeah.
But he can continue till another Chancellor is selected. On the consultation with the Human Resource Development Minister, Professor Dilip Nasane has instructed the Vice Chancellor in charge, Professor Biswas, to give leave of Professor A.P. Pandey from 1st September. Accordingly, the Professor W. Biswanath, in charge Vice Chancellor, gave the leave to Professor A.P. Pandey, but he didn't agree.
No, isn't it too casual manner in which the entire university is functioning? You have a Chancellor who sits in Maharashtra, who sits in Pune, Professor Nasane. His term expires in December 2016. His term has not been regularized by the MHRD. So now we know you are saying that he can continue until a new replacement is given. But point is, there has to be some regularity. Somebody has to regularize his appointment. Now, we don't know whether Nachane's appointment has been regularized by the MHRD or not. Why is Professor Pandey not recognizing Nachane? Do you have any explanation to that?
So, in fact, he completely neglected because he is a dictatorial type of person. He thinks that he is stronger than Chancellor. He has forgotten the word vice.
No, but my question is, what is the status of the Chancellor?
No, he has been revived by recently
by the MHRD.
No, MHRD as well as Professor W. Biswanath. Okay.
Can W. Biswanath, who is the appointing authority of the Chancellor?
No. There is no question of appointing. It is automatic. The Act says that it is. We are sending the remuneration every month to him. There is a record.
So, although his tenure ended in December 2016, even after that, in the entire 2017 and up till now, Professor Nachane has been getting his remuneration from Manipur University.
Yes.
Absolutely. So he continues to be the Chancellor.
Exactly.
So, but then therefore, Professor Pandey, you are saying, according to you, should have recognized the Chancellor, which he did not.
Definitely. From that ground, he should be suspended. He should be sacked. And one point is that whenever there is a core meeting, it should be chaired by the Chancellor. And the core meeting is so important to pass the budget and everything. So, taking the advantage of this confusion, Professor A.P. Pandey override all the core meeting, and without the core meeting, he passed the budget.
The order. So that was one of the allegations against him. On that note, we shall go for a short break now, but still, when I come back, I shall continue my conversation with Professor Nimai Singh from the Manipur University and a spokesman of the Manipur University Teachers Association. Welcome back. I am in conversation with Dr. Nimai Singh, spokesman of the Manipur University Teachers Association. Now, Dr. Nimai Singh, when did the Chancellor last visit the university?
So, it is about, it is about before around about 3 or 4 months back.
3 months back, Chancellor Nachane was in Manipur University.
No. In December 2016, before that.
So, before Dr. Pandey joined as the VC.
Yes.
During his time, the Chancellor never came.
Yes.
So, why did he not come? Is it not the responsibility of the Chancellor also, when there is so much of crisis going on in the Manipur University, to pay a visit and find out what is going on? After all, he is getting the remuneration, isn't it?
So, in fact, the complaint of Chancellor is that to his known people. He knows many professors in the university. He used to complain that as a courtesy call, your Vice Chancellor never telephoned me even when he joined.
So the moral of the story, Dr. Nimai Singh, is that MHRD is just not bothered about the Manipur University.
Exactly.
Is it because it is located far away? Do you think the MHRD or the Government of India would have behaved in the same manner had such a thing happened in JNU or Delhi University or any of the top universities? Do you think the situation would have been the same, or do you think they would have acted properly? What is your assessment?
I will give an example. Whenever there is some problem in Hyderabad University side, within 5 days, the Union HRD Minister rushed. So, we are expecting that the Union HRD Minister, Mr. Javadekar, will visit Manipur University and should have a direct discussion with the stakeholder. That we were expecting. Please, at the time of election, he used to come every day. We thought that he is staying somewhere at Impal in a rented house. But now, when there is a real problem, so he avoids completely. That is.
That brings me. I appreciate your sentiments. That brings me to the question, Dr. Nimai Singh. You see, the Manipur government, democratically elected government of Manipur today is headed by the BJP. Mr. Biren Singh is the chief minister. His party is in power at the center. Now, don't you think he has completely failed miserably? He should have gone in his entire delegation with his entire council of ministers, sat with Mr. Javadekar, the Union HRD minister, and tried to resolve the issue. He has not done that. What is the point in just visiting with his council of ministers and meeting the governor in Imphal? Is it enough?
No, he visited once or twice.
Once or twice, yeah.
But he could not resolve the issue. I don't know whether he was completely neglected by the center, or he was not forceful enough to argue, or I don't know. We thought that the same BJP government will get the benefit. That is the opposite about.
Now we are watching the Manipur University crisis from a distance. We are watching the situation from a distance. We expected that the Chief Minister would rush to New Delhi with his entire council of ministers, or all his top ministers, sat with the Prime Minister, sat with the Union HRD Minister, and resolved the issue to the satisfaction of everybody. But that we have not seen. That's surprising.
No, he visited, but
I know he visited,
but
the
final result is not there.
Now, Professor Nimai Singh, the president also has a role. The Rashtrapati Bhavan also has a role. But we have seen the complete silence of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, almost a deafening silence of the Union HRD Ministry, except 1 or 2 communications, that too under tremendous pressure. And everyone wants to be silent on this.
No, forget about the past. Recently, on the 5th of September, the in-charge Vice Chancellor, Professor W. Biswanath, has written a very long letter that
To whom?
To the President of India, copy to the Prime Minister, copy to MISRD Minister, Governor, Chief Minister, everyone. But the letter addressed to the MISRD, addressed to the President of India, the visitor, that Professor A.P. Pandey failed to oblige the leave given by Professor Nasane, the governor of the Chancellor of Manipur University. Instead, he has been issuing, that he means Professor A.P. Pandey, issuing nonsense order that this man is suspended, Vice Chancellor is suspended, Registrar in charge is suspended, and MUTA is banned, MUSU is banned, MUTA is banned, and disciplinary action will be taken. So like that. He is disturbing the normalcy of the university. Please interfere. Please take care of. He has written to the President of India.
So what is the response, or if at
no
all?
response yet.
It has already been about a week?
On 5th, recently, last one is 5th. So we expect on the same day even, because nowadays it is the information technology is. It is passed by email or something like that.
So the entire university community, you mean to say that people of Manipur are surprised at the inaction, at the lack of urgency on the part of whether it is the Rashtrapati Bhavan, whether it is the MHRD, whether it is even the state government?
I want to tell one thing is that this Vice Chancellor, Professor A.P. Pandey, he has opened a transit office in his quarter in a very secular zone, very restricted zone where. So what happened, he has interfered in many things in the university. So he has written the letter to the bank that you close the account of the university like that, and those security officers, they should not give support to the university, and they should come to him, and the files should be routed to him like that. Yesterday, the students, they were not very much satisfied by the interference of this gentleman. So they went to meet him, but the police, they were arrested. About 30 students were arrested. They were put in, but later on they were released at night. That is with the interference of the teachers and all that. Today again, these students, they went to meet the governor, and they are demonstrating at the moment in the front of the governor's residence now.
Today?
Today even, just now, today. But why you are keeping silent? You should.
No, okay. The governor is a center's representative. Governor is the rector of the university. We have the visitor of the university, who is the president. We have the chancellor of the university. We have got 3 important positions above the VC, but nobody seems to be in any urgency to intervene and resolve the situation to the satisfaction of everybody. See, what do we want? We have nothing to do with Professor Pandey. We want a peaceful resolution of the problem, so that the academic atmosphere is not vitiated, so that the students can continue with this. But this is not happening. No one seems to be bothered. Is it because it is located at a faraway state in the country? Why is it so? Why do you think?
So we tend to believe on your assertion, that one, because they are neglecting these regions, particularly the northeastern part of the region.
Because it is a solitary university, no one is bothered. Is that the feeling?
I don't know. It seems like that, because if they want to intervene, it is a cup of tea. It is very easy. And even this Professor A.P. Pandey, he keep on interfering even on MA. There is no reason at all. A telephone call from MISRD would stop him completely. You shut your mouth, you keep silent, you wait the result of this inquiry committee, you sit. That is enough. But they are not doing that one.
Absolutely. We'll watch what happens in the next few days. On that note, we go for a short break. Stay on. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm still in conversation with Professor Nimai Singh, spokesman of the Manipur University Teachers Association. Now, you see, Professor Nimai Singh, now 3 months is a very long time, and the career, the future of the students are at stake. Although you are now saying that desperate efforts are on to normalize the situation by the acting VC. Now, the question is, why should Manipur have only a central university? Does it bring to the question the need for a regular state university? Is it the demand now?
We may have a state university later on. That is the different issue. We want to solve this problem first, because Manipur University was a state university and it has been converted to a central university in 2005. So now, all the colleges in Manipur are affiliated in this university. About 100 colleges are affiliated under Manipur Central University.
Yeah.
So about 16,000 students in a 6 semester examination. Somehow within this 1 week their result is out, but they could not go outside.
Now, I am surprised at one thing. Now, the union government is BJP led. In the state, you have a BJP led government. Mr. Biren Singh is otherwise a very dynamic personality. Now, why has he not been able to resolve this issue? Because at the end of the day, it is reflecting on his leadership. People are now already beginning to say that why is Biren Singh, a BJP leader, chief minister, elected by the people, not being able to convince his own party colleagues in New Delhi to resolve the issue?
That is exactly the point we want to convey to him. He is telling that it is a central university. My role is very simple.
But what about the students? What about the 100 colleges? Those belong to Manipur. The 10,000 students or 12,000 students are all from Manipur. These are his people.
Not only that, the security problem also, the law and order problem also. Every day something is happening. So anything, there may be self-immolation of the student also, burning of the student also. There may be hunger strike unto that also. There may be many things also it may happen in the near future to come. So it will be a law and order problem also of the state.
And law and order, in that, if that happens, God forbid, we don't want a law and order situation to happen. We want peace to prevail. But if law and order situation happens, that will be the responsibility of the state.
I think it will be a threat to his government at that time. He can't rescue. He has to go. So he must realize these things. That is the point. That is the point.
Now you see, in a state like Manipur, where there is only one university, so state university, central university, that is a secondary issue.
Right.
In a state like Manipur, where there is only one university, one major institution of higher learning, all the intellectuals, the think tank, the cream of the state, who have no other means to go out, they are all studying in Manipur University. Now, can a democratically elected state government completely ignore the university, saying that, oh, it is a central university, I have a very limited role to play? How long can Biren Singh take this stand?
In fact, he is telling that he is trying. But that person, Professor A.P. Pandey, people used to say he has a very big clout in Delhi. He is the top RSS BJP man. His wife and Zavadkar is his friend, and then Rajnath his relative, and Modi ji got elected from Benares, and the signature is his wife in the election, and like that. So in fact, it is very difficult to trust, to dictate on this gentleman A.P. Pandey. That is maybe one of the reasons.
I am not aware of it. I don't know the background, but all I am saying, see, I have nothing against personal against Dr. A.P. Pandey. My only concern, or the channel's concern, is that there should be normalcy restored in Manipur University. It is the question of the young students who are studying. The matter has to be resolved amicably. That is the only concern. Why we are covering the story, or why I am having this discussion with you, is to understand why is this issue not being resolved. So basically you are saying that there has been enough allegations against Vice Chancellor Pandey, which is currently being probed by the committee. One should allow the probe committee to complete its report finding, and then the next course should happen. So in the meantime, you are saying that Pandey should be on leave and not interfere. Is that the limited point you are making?
That we want, exactly. but this Pandey is not willing to take that one. And that was the agreement we reached upon along with MHRD. And MHRD is not exercising their power. They are not trying to make Pandey understand. That is the point.
So, more than Pandey, it is the MHRD which is responsible for this allowing this situation to drift.
Exactly.
The entire ambiguity is created by the Ministry of Human Resource Development.
From the first day, we were suspecting the MHRD. That G.C. Hussain, Joint Secretary, after 22nd day of the strike, he used to visit Manipur University to know the situation. He declined to meet the teachers' body.
Now, Professor Nimai Singh, I have to ask you this question. There are suggestions from people who are close to Dr. A.P. Pandey that this whole agitation is not just the Manipur University community. There are people from outside also who are backing and instigating, quote unquote, the agitation. So, what is your response?
In fact, if this is the instigation, it cannot survive so long. It may survive for 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, but these 3+, it may continue another 5, 6, 2 years, 3 years. Sometimes I have been quoting about the story of Assam foreigner issue. If it is a matter of principle, we feel pain, but we have to continue. So, if it is the instigation from some quarter, it won't succeed so long. So, I completely disagree that point. From point to point, they may support our movement that we welcome. We invite also, please support.
So, now the other side, you know, we all know about the allegations against leveled by MUTA and others against Dr. A.P. Pandey. Now, we will have to wait for this inquiry committee. We cannot sit on judgment. We are not interested in sitting on judgment also. But my question is, people close to Pandey, people close to Dr. A.P. Pandey are saying that, you know, Dr. Pandey came in 2016 and he was trying to set a lot of things right in the university which was not appreciated by the university community. That is the counter argument.
Definitely, I want to answer in that part. What are the agenda he said that possibly one is the admission. At the time when he joined, there was the problem of admission. Even though Manipur University is the central university, there was a decision of the parliament, a amendment that central reservation policy in the admission cannot be applied in Manipur University because there are a tribal population, a sizable amount of the tribal population. In India, the population of tribal is very less and the population of SC is very high. So, central reservation policy is something different where the number of scheduled castes is higher. That cannot be applied in the state like Manipur or some other something. There may be something. That was the discussion and what happened on that basis. So, there should be the state reservation policy should be applied even though it is a central university. There is something rule about that. There was a quarrel between the two students. When those vice chancellor before, they tried to take either one of these according to the constitution of India. But Pandey, what he did a mistake, he did a crime. The crime is that in order to appease both this party, he mixed up. You take whatever you like. AC you take state, AC you take central, ST you take the state, the maximum you want you take, and let us run the university. Finally, the unreserved general is devastated. So, we didn't speak anything and it continued for 2 years. So, that was he violated the constitution of India. And in Science Congress also 30 crore, instead of putting in a university finance officer's money, they opened a separate account. So, it is one of the crux of the investigation also.
Okay, we'll have to wait and watch how things unfold. Dr. Nimai Singh, this is not the last word on this entire crisis. We have to hear a lot in the days ahead. But our only wish, Professor Nimai Singh, is that this crisis should end amicably, end soon, so that the future of students from Manipur are not affected. Thank you very much for being on my show. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.